Hello and welcome back to Sunless Sunday, where we sail the Sunless Sea with me, Bardon, and Lady Sakura. So we're here in Aestabal. We're pretty much done here, so we're going to set off. I am going to check our map. So I think we're going to go down to the Shellnate, then to the Isle of Cats, because we can sell our mirror catch box there, and then go from Visage, Mangrove College, and then make our way back to London in that particular direction. I think that's what we're going to do. I think we've come. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've come from the Emperor of Hands down here. Yeah, so that makes sense. So let's go to the Chalet. So, and also let's make sure that we don't get ourselves killed. So we've got plenty of food. Probably will run out of fuel at some stage on the way home, but we will be able to convert these supplies into food, or into fuel, should I say. Oh, not good there. Let's speed up a bit. That crab chap might want to say hi. We wouldn't like that. Sure, you're a nice crab and all, but you don't really play nicely with ships. And our ship isn't doing all that well hull-wise. And terror is going to be a problem in the not too distant future as well. Okay, someone's screaming far, far off. And we fed the crew. And there is ZB's corpse afloat. So much carrion. We approach the shell in it. Now here in Japan, actually, we've got the cicadas out, so they don't live for that long. So you do see the dead or dying bodies of them all over the place. And we also have like the noise. It like in the last, I'd say about in the last week really. I've been noticing the noise, but mostly it's been when I've been out and about. But today is the first day that I've really noticed like that they're very close here to our apartment. So you get that like this kind of, it's synonymous with Japanese summer really, like that noise. That's what we've got here at the moment. So it's probably going to be, from what I remember of the last few years, it's kind of well into August until like they've all died off. But you can't have a Japanese summer anime without that noise, and it's just not a real summer anime. Okay, let's pop in here. Let's go to the Shellnate. Okay, we do some shore leave. What do we need for this? A barrel of rancid flesh. Ooh, nice. Oh, and then we need the submarine. We need a captivating treasure. We don't have that, sorry. We will compile a port report though. How does one express this very striking smell? Remember that meaningful expression. No matter what details you try to record, the sense creeps in around the edges of the sentences. The Shellenites, watchful despite their reek, moved among the mosaic scraps of long abandoned monster carcass. Frequent duels were the stinkest thickest. No, definitely not doing that. Show off a hunting trophy. Young shellnate gather around the ship, pressing their chalk palms to your brow. They demand stories. So should we do that? Trade a hunting artifact for... Someone is crying unusual words. Follow the sound. Do we want that? Yeah, let's try this one first. So we have a hunting trophy. We have that. Okay, so we're missing the Z story then for that. Okay. Oh, we would get an Atlantis artifact for it. So we're going to get that anyway if we do this. So let's do this. One story for another. As your tale of combat on the high Z reaches its pitch, you lift the gory trophy above your head. The children scatter. Only a young boy remains staring. He holds out a mask, a mess of tiny bones. Most look like they were scavenged from a dinner plate. Nevertheless, he points to the trophy. Betrayed. Okay, so we sold our hunting trophy, and we now have an Atlantis artifact. Okay, thank you for that. Now, we are done in the shellnate, so we're going to head off. And it's tempting to come down here to King Eater's Castle and around this area, but I don't think I'm going to. I'm going to go for the Isle of Cats. And as I've been doing recently, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play a session and then slice that up into episodes rather than kind of recording each episode on its own. Yesterday I went to my friend's house. It's actually Adam, who is the DM for our D&D group. And if you haven't seen it, the first episode of our D&D show is actually up on my channel. It's also on our channel, like the D&D group's channel, which is the Saucy Dungeoneers. So that's definitely worth checking out. But I was there to record some stuff for the D&D channel and stuff. So that was a nice day then, because went to lunch with himself and his wife, and then we just got to chat about stuff, talk about geeky stuff and politics, and like we both kind of like her to at least discuss politics. And then we were just doing a lot of different things, like recording one of our second episode for our D&D channel. Has probably one of the best fights that we've had in our sessions, but the problem was that one of our cameras stopped working in that session that we recorded. So yesterday what we were doing was we were recording the battle map to give a reconstruction of the battle as people were talking through their stuff. So it meant that we only had to record the actual video. We didn't need the audio from it, and it just meant that we could just sit and chat and stuff. And then we were doing I better speed up here in case he gets free. No, I think he's still stuck. Okay. But we recorded some intros and some other kind of little bits, some tips as well, because he, as the DM, like, he knows a lot more about D&D than I do. But it was really nice just to spend time together and just kind of hang out as well. It was cool. We're going to hop into here. Okay, Port Cavendish. A scatter of yellow light, honey dens, and brightly painted alehouses. The southeast rises, the stone tower of Cavendish Abbey, or to the southeast, its ramparts hung with crimson and gold banners. There are sailors from all across the Neath, hauling cargo, dicing and brawling, good-naturedly on the docks. The air carries the sound of sea shanties, sung with more enthusiasm than skill, and the smell of roses edged with brimstone. Okay, let's compile our report. Though the Isles seems at present beyond the reach of the Admiralty's law, that does not mean that the Admiralty lacks interest in their activities. Roses and Kings, he spent half a day observing the docks, noting an astonishing number of variety of ships. Was that a Cannae trimaran nestled beside a vessel from the Iron Republic? The dock hands complain loudly that they have never been busier. The caddies talk ceaselessly and carelessly about smuggling and piracy, but even the most hardened sailors lower their voices when they mention the King. They go even quieter when they talk about the Rose Garden. You make careful notes, perhaps the Admiralty will understand what they mean, even if you don't. Well, we kind of know a bit about the garden because we've been there. Okay, high risk challenge, 18% chance. So we will sell it, but I think it's 80% chance that we actually get our box back on it. So let's do that. Sunlight, that most dangerous of pleasures. Here in Port Cavendish, there's an appetite for dangerous pleasures. But will you be able to negotiate the sippers of sunlight with the sippers of sunlight? Smoke and mirrors, in back rooms and cellars, entangled behind warehouses. You make careful arrangements. The deal is only to take place at second hand. Your intermediary will meet with theirs. Unfortunately, their intermediary palms off yours with an empty crate, not the original mirror catch box. You're 500 echoes richer, but you'll need another box if you're to do this run again. Okay, cool. So we just need to get ourselves another box in. Could buy a shipment of red honey. That'd be 600 echoes. Yeah, I think we're going to take a chance with that. Let's buy that and just hope that it doesn't get taken off us in London. Okay, and then that's pretty much all we can do. Okay, so we don't need anything in the shops. Okay, so let's get out of here. Right, we're off the Visage now. It's going to be nice to get into a position where I feel like we're doing well with this ship. We're still not there, but I feel like we are kind of moving in the right direction on that. Oh, a crescent tentacle. Gleaming, it rises from the sea. It coils lazily around a sailor. He does not speak or cry out. She only steps into its embrace and is gone. Ask, and no one will answer. Did you imagine it? The sea is quiet, nothing stirs. But you saw the mill-pale limb of the monster. Was it there? Did the sailor leave? Surely you didn't push her. Surely. Yeah, no way we pushed her. That can't have happened. Okay, Visage, here we come. Let's pop in. Wandering Parson. What do we need for that? Oh, it's still running again. Okay. Right, let's get our port report. You can at least interview those who are leaving. That will have to do. A departing merchant gives you a confused account of crocodiles and honeycakes and something about ear blockage. To this you add your own impressions about the street layout, close to the port and the types of commerce here. When the lights are especially bright, it is possible to make out the details of the profile of that great stone face. Okay, let's go ashore. Inward and upward. Once you set foot on Visage, you may be here for a little while. Terms. All those who enter must play their parts. The sign is visible only after you've crossed the threshold. Okay, ashore on Visage. On the lower slope, stone buildings, flat roofs, archways. In the architecture there lingers a memory of lotus and palm frond. The hill above is a face, forever looking up at the ceiling of the undersea. No one inhabits its cheeks or the hollows of its eyes. Checking into the custom house, one may not wonder if Visage at war. A changing room. All visitors must pass, one by one, through a room guarded by a person in the mask of a moon moth. No, we're not doing that. Let's go with the frog mask. We could ask, let's just ask about this. Maybe there's more to it than a question of aesthetic taste. Sort of pestilence. Moon Moth explains each mask declares a different intention towards the denizens of Visage and must be accompanied by suitable behaviour. The frog is for visitors who, though perhaps clumsy and unfamiliar with local etiquette, have come in order to observe local ways and to make uncouth comments about them. The locust is for those who seek profit in Visage and will carry away as many goods as possible. You prompt about the bat. Moonmont hesitates. Bat is an ill-omened visitor, sent as a messenger or a spy. Bat always dies. Okay, so let's go with locust then, because we want to steal the club. Hunger for all things. Moonmont settles the locust mask over your head. The eye holes are covered with a thin gold film, through which valuable objects gleam more brightly. May you find a happy harvest, says Moonmoth. Then, when you have partly turned away, it double knots its eye on its purse, as though you are likely to pick its pocket. Doesn't it know you can see it? Okay, let's see. Let's visit the Library of Parts, so called because all the books are fragmentary, perhaps. Stupid a lintel, enter the dark. A room of heavy stone, guarded by a gold statuette of a woman with outstretched arms. The scroll niches, sorted to correspond to a variety of masks, the jackal and the lioness, the crocodile and dung beetle. A woman in the mask of a lotus blossom is standing in a lectern, reading in silence. Ask about the purpose of this room. Let's steal the most valuable looking scroll for later sale. It's 37% chance. Okay. Gilt-edged scrolls, papyrus, bound with emerald green silk bands, poems of the traversal to the realm of the dead. Into your sack they go, leaving the scroll niches bare. Moonmont does not see what you do. The carapace of your costume hides everything. Okay, cool. We can't visit anywhere else, so let's end the performance and leave the isle. A shame about the moth. You say farewell to Moonmoth. It makes gestures you now recognize as agitation. Perhaps there was some other plan for you here, but no one consulted you about it. You have other things to attend to. Your last sight of Visage, the moth smoothing the folds from your robe and hanging your mask on a peg for the next visitor. Okay, and we're pretty much done there. Yes, we are. Okay, so let's head off. Now we are going to, I think, straight to the Mangrove College. You think about, should we go to Can Shadow? Let's see. Where is our... This is at what? 91. No. We're going to the mangrove college. Because this happens. Clean meat rises from the sea. It coils lazily around a sailor who does not speak or cry out. She only steps into its embrace and is gone. Okay, yeah. We probably did push them over. The sea is quiet. Nothing stirs. But you saw the mill-pale limb of the monster. Was it there? Did the sailor leap? Surely you didn't push her. Surely. Yeah, we couldn't have pushed two over in one voyage, could we? Okay, Mangrove College, we're coming. Let's go a bit faster. Going pretty much in the direction we should be. Maybe we need to straighten up just a little, because I want to go through that light there. It's going to help us manage our terror. Oh, there's another one gone. Okay, we won't leave it this time. Bye bye to you. Oh, knocked my watch against my desk. Okay, let's slow down a little bit. Actually, let's sail around a little. Okay, and then we can press on. So basically going straight ahead. But hugging the shore is going to be helpful as well. Because we really don't want our terror getting up any higher than it is. It's already bad enough. I like that little campfire over here on the shore. Oh, they're all over the place actually. It's amazing with games like this. It's the same with Mordheim. You play them, like if you play them a really long time, you still notice new details. At least I do. Maybe other people just notice all the details right at the start. For me, it's kind of the more time I spend with the game, the more I notice. And it's always nice when you do notice something like that. So we're gonna get ourselves around this corner. Okay, hop in there.
Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, maybe you'll hit the subscribe button there on the right and check out some other videos here on the left.